Greetings, citizens of the world. Conservative-leaning news commentators have not failed to notice that the Russiamania of the left has subsided over the last few weeks. Now, a brand new revelation from the FBI is likely to take Russian conspiracy theories even further. On Thursday, FBI Director Christopher Wray told a panel at the Intelligence and National Security Summit that the Trump administration has not interfered at all in the FBI's ongoing investigation into possible Russian collusion. Wray said, "I can say very confidently that I have not detected any whiff of interference with that investigation." This essentially means that former FBI Director Robert Mueller and other members of the Special Investigative Council so far do not have evidence that the Trump team is guilty of obstruction. Furthermore, without a clear indication of obstruction, impeachment proceedings started by unhinged Democrats must now either invoke the 25th Amendment or find conclusive proof that Donald Trump and his staff knowingly let the Russian government interfere in the 2016 election. At this point, neither prospect looks good for the Democrats. Over the last few months, Mueller's team has focused on the financial histories of certain members of the Trump administration. The news that Mr. Mueller has teamed up with the IRS has excited those liberals who are obsessed with seeing President Trump's tax returns. However, Mueller's enlistment of the IRS Financial Crimes Unit crosses a red line that President Trump set during the opening stages of the investigation. Namely, Mueller's probe seems to have gone beyond the purview of its guiding mission by looking into financial irregularities involving current and former members of President Trump's circle. Former Trump campaign chair Paul Manafort had his home raided by the FBI as part of the wider Russian probe. So far, nothing of substance has been found linking Manafort directly to the Kremlin. Despite slates saying that Manafort is now toast, there have been no further sweeping FBI raids against other Trump associates. Even the Washington Post, which is decidedly anti-Trump and anti-Republican, has been forced to admit that the evidence of Russian collusion is just not there. Mueller's team not finding Russian collusion. Is it time to shut down the investigation? Of course, the whole point of the Russia-Trump theory was never about finding evidence. The whole point of this narrative, which was cooked up by the defeated Hillary Clinton campaign, was to delegitimize President Trump in the eyes of the electorate. More importantly, by mobilizing the deep state, which remains hostile to President Trump and his policies, Democrats and establishment Republicans have used both the Russian collusion narrative and the narrative that President Trump is a white supremacist allied with neo-Nazis in order to suppress the type of right-wing populism that got Trump elected in 2016. So far, no evidence has been produced that conclusively proves that the Trump team committed treason or willingly subverted America's election. What has been produced is a lot of hysteria from the left, which has used this hysteria to mobilize its